with a passion. Like she literally starts freaking out.
Hi vlog. I'm joined here today with Alia, my cousin, who's also my sister, my mom, my mentor, my therapist, and my friend at the end of the day. Introduce yourself to the vlog, to my one subscriber. We know everything about each other. Okay, ready? So we're gonna do a sister tag, and we're also going to make my favorite healthy, gluten-free, dairy-free chocolate chip cookie cake. I make this for Alia all the time, especially after she gives me therapy when I have one of my mental breakdowns, which is like weekly, would you say? Yeah. Daily.
Every other day.
A token of my appreciation. So that's what we're gonna be doing.
Ready?
Yes.
Are you gonna start making stuff or no?
Oh, yeah, right. I'm like not good at multitasking, so this should be interesting.
Who is older and who is younger? You're younger. Everyone thought that you were older.
Because of my boobs.
I think everyone thought she was older because of the way she looked, and I always looked pretty young.
I just turned 22. Alia's 23.
Okay. What's something we have in common?
Oh, we both are obsessed with working out.
And then I would say another thing, because we were raised basically by one big family. We have the same sense of humor.
Yeah, we both are obsessed with toes. And
what are you talking about?
Wait, are you not? I thought you were.
No, okay, first of all, we like to watch, we have the same sense of humor. We both make like the same kind of jokes. We like the same kind of funny shows. Like we both love Impractical Jokers.
We loved like Step Brothers, SpongeBob growing up.
We both eat healthy.
I eat the same things every day, and I honestly think it's because she eats the same things every day. We're very routine oriented and creatures of habit.
We both love makeup and clothes and stuff.
And we have just like similar values. Family is very important to us because we just grew up like literally always being around each other.
We're both really smart.
Very driven. If we want something, we make it happen.
We both love living in the city. Like we both love cities.
Well, going away to college was difficult for both of us. I mean, more difficult for her because she went to Skidmore, which is in Saratoga, which is a super small town, and I went to Boston University. And Boston's not New York, you know? And it was actually really difficult for me to be in a city that wasn't New York. So I can't even imagine being in a small town. Props to you.
In what areas are we completely opposite?
Well, she's a very secure person, which is why I go to her for all my issues. I think honestly, she just has like way more experience with life and handles situations with a really good head on your shoulders. I would trust you with my life. I mean, I do. I literally do. I think it's a type A person, but you're very organized, scheduled. Is that type A?
No.
You kind of are too, but I feel like I like structure and routine. And
I
you're
do
more,
too, though.
You do too, but before I feel like you weren't really like that. Like you didn't really mind as much. Like being flexible. I'm not as flexible as she is. I feel like I'm a little bit more confrontational and like vocal. You're a little bit more passive.
I definitely won't speak up when I should. And that's actually something I'm working on, and something that's really good of having your family as a role model, because a lot of times if I'm in a situation and I don't know what to do or what to say, I think, okay, what would Alia do? How would she act in this situation? What would she say? And I just try and put myself in that mindset, and it actually really helps. So think about someone who you look up to if you're ever in a tough situation, and ask yourself, how would they handle this? And then go about your business. Your business.
Okay, bye.
Oh, that's somewhere where we're very different. I am so clumsy. Ever since I was young, I would always fall, trip, I'd hurt myself, lose stuff. Well, I also have ADHD.
Okay. There's a short attention span. I don't. She gets bored more easily than I do.
Yes.
Like I love being boring. Who's more introverted and who's more extroverted? It depends on the situation and the people.
Yeah.
Some people I'm really crazy around and like I talk a lot like around some people, and then other people I just don't give that same energy.
She genuinely just doesn't care. It's not even because like she's shy, or it's just like if she doesn't care, she's not going to. I mean, my whole life I've been super extroverted, but because of quarantine, I've become way more introverted and just picky about who I spend my time with. And in the past, I wouldn't want to be by myself. So I would just hang out with people because I wanted something to do, and now I'd rather be by myself than hang out with like half the people I used to hang out with.
But you're extroverted in the way that she's always posting stuff. You like to interact with people more than I do sometimes.
Yeah. I like need human interaction. I mean, recently I've been liking to spend a lot of time by myself, but if I can connect with people on social media, then that's kind of like my interaction. That's like my fix.
What's a weird obsession that the other person has?
No. Salmon. She is like obsessed with salmon.
I haven't had salmon in like 6 months. I'm not joking. I used to have it like every day. I used to have salmon like every day for my entire life.
What's your new obsession right now?
Indian food. I have this thing where
there's always something.
You can look at my receipts. I get Indian food every night. For 2 weeks I've had Indian food every night. They literally see me when I come in and they like know my order.
Literally this happened with pressed juicery too.
Yeah, I go through phases where I get like
obsessed
with different things, and then I have it like every single day until one day I just decide there's a new thing that I like. But right now it's Indian food. I had something with like salmon for years, juices, sweet potatoes,
smoothies.
Oh yeah, stop eating. I haven't had smoothie in like
I know that.
a month. I feel like you get obsessed with people.
Oh my god, no, I literally do.
Like I don't really have that. Once you start hanging out with someone and you like them, you like obsessively
hang
out with them.
I do.
I'm not gonna name names. I feel like you have a thing. I always thought that. You have like a thing with people, you get comfortable and then you like always want to be around them, and then you'll like move on to and then you'll like get annoyed and then you want to be with another person, and then you like see them a lot and then you get annoyed and you're with another person. I could name like 4 people off the top, maybe 5 or 6 or 7 that I can think of that you're like that with.
Oh my god, I do. Do we need to like talk about that later? I know.
I have that with like one person at a time. You have that with like different friends and like people.
Oh no, you're so right.
Describe each other in 3 words. We go like we each do a word, like I say a word, you say a word, or
yeah. Oh,
okay.
I like that. Whoa. We're very self-motivated because if she wants something, I don't know how. Anytime you want something, she gets it.
I would say you're very. I have so many things. I don't know how to like say it though. I think of the right word.
Trying to find the words to describe this girl without being disrespectful.
Very creative. When she posts videos on Instagram, the way she dresses or just the way she does things, or the different ideas you have, or I don't know how to explain it, but you're very creative. Like you always think of like fun, stimulating, creative things to like talk about or post.
I would say you're very stubborn.
Yeah. I would say you're very. I feel like you're a little hyperactive, and because you're so hyperactive, it like comes out in other ways. You're very hyper.
I would say you're just very put together. That's how it's always been. Growing up, she was always like the one who had her shit together.
The golden child.
Really lucky for me because that's my role model. I get to have someone who's already paved the way. So thank you for that.
I would say that you are too, but there's like another word for it. In terms of like your makeup and your hair and your outfits and stuff, I would say you're very put together. You're always very presentable. Maybe that's a better word. Portraying yourself a certain way.
I always say, well actually you taught me this, you never know who you're gonna see. So I always like to look presentable and be presentable. Maybe I'm just more externally put together and you're more internally put together.
Can I have some?
Yeah.
Yeah, Alex was in one of them.
Joe?
What's something the other person's really good at?
Alia is really good at giving advice, thinking rationally. Always think in terms of getting the best possible outcome.
Yeah. Yummy, yummy. I think right now you're good at like bettering yourself and like working on improving yourself, but you're also good at being empathetic and like thinking about other people's feelings and like being sympathetic to that. You're really good at doing your makeup.
It's because of
TikTok.
What did you learn?
Oh, I learned how to apply my concealer differently. Put it in the corner of your eye and you just give it a lifted, so you put it there. I do upward sweeping with everything. I blend everything, it's always up. When I do my eyeshadow, I do lighter colors now. I used to do super dark and now I do way lighter. So blush, I never put blush here. I always put blush. I start here and I like and I kind of do like a contour with blush.
What about your lips?
I overline the shit out of my lips, and people think that I get lip fillers and I don't. And I don't use foundation. I just use concealer.
Wait, what was
setting powder and bronzer. A lot of bronzer. Okay, what is a phobia that we have?
One of your phobias, I would say, is spiders.
spiders
and insects, or
just bugs in general. We both honestly do have a huge fear of flying. I hate planes.
with a passion. Like she literally starts freaking out.
I'm afraid of planes. Just took the cookie cake out. What it looks like. It's gonna be super gooey. You have to let it cool for 10 minutes.
Close up of JoJo's review. JoJo! Here's a behind the scenes. So here we have the ring light. Do you want to say anything about that? Okay. Here's the pot that we put the camera on.
Here's a fat ass.
So this is it. I put a lot of love into it and care into it, and I just wanted you guys to try it and see what I made. So yeah.
1, 2, 3, fuck it. My darling, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you.
Did Jason get his phone?
Oh, ew.